Okay, finally. Okay, here we go. So here we are at Objective Moscow. We've got a bunch of white cubes on the map. Got the air conditioner going in the background. No idea what the hell I'm doing, but we're going to walk through a portion of a turn and we will see what happens. Thanks to the person that just joined and left. Suck it, dude. We will kind of run at it from there. So here, big game, you know, lots of stuff, counters everywhere, hundreds of Chinese divisions down there. Well, actually not hundreds. There's only 93 Chinese infantry divisions down there, plus, you know, some armor and stuff. And then there's a few other things going on. My idea here was that I was supposed to share a couple of videos, which are on YouTube, that would help explain parts of the game so that you would understand what we're doing here and you wouldn't have to ask a whole bunch of questions and life would be fabulous and I can just kind of concentrate on the game and make things all snappy. Well, I forgot to post the videos and I just want to play and I really can't be screwed waiting another couple of days to do that because it's set up. It's been set up for a few days and I'm ready to, ow, that's strong. I'm ready to roll, so let's do that. Christopher, hello. Devin's gonna join us in a minute. A couple other people are joining in. If you're joining in, please make a comment, please say hi so at least I know who I am talking to, instead of talking to the screen. Okay, so here's how this game works. Well, this is not how the entire game works, but this is how parts that we're going to look at right now will work for us. The first thing that we do here is pick up the rules and we look at the sequence of play and it's going to be the Chinese who kick off the game. The Chinese start the gameplay first. They have the first turn. And so the first thing they're going to do is do their strategic movement phase. There is no strategic movement this turn because everybody is where they want to be because we're set up. So that means we can skip a phase, so we're already ahead of the curve here, and we can do the land movement phase. Sounds fairly straightforward, doesn't it? So I had taken the time to pop up some notes or write some notes about what I wanted to do with the Chinese on turn one. And the first thing I want to do, oh my God, is clip these counters. How the hell did these people not get clipped? I know I said I wasn't going to clip the counters, but I actually did. I've done nearly all of them for the 1989 scenario, which means that if I go back to play the other standard contemporary scenario, I will have to clip another 200 or 300 counters. All right, so just bear with me 1 second. I'm going to clip these bad boys and I'm going to check to see who said hi and we're going to get started. And this should go reasonably quickly unless I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, actually, I don't have any idea what I'm doing, but if I screw up or I get nervous, which, you know, it could happen. I think these guys were here, maybe even here. Yes, they were. Where's the border? That's the border. They couldn't have been here, so they must have been here. Right. So let me just say hi to whoever's saying hi. Severn, Will, that's Bill, right? Hey, Bill, how you doing? Good to see you, Chris, and there's a couple of people online. If you just joined, Tyrannus, what's up, dog? You're such a dick. I knew there would be someone who would respond to my video like that. Thank you, sir. Hey, do me a favor and write me an essay on what I should do with the rules and how this game can be better played. All right, so it looks like we've got a bunch of smart asses on tonight. So let's get started. So we're in the land movement phase, and I'm going to move the camera over to one side so that I don't see your comments and get distracted. I'll zoom in for you. And I'm going to tell you what the plan for the Chinese is very quickly. And I want to make sure if the sound is coming in okay, let me know, or not coming in okay, perhaps, let me know. Because I'm 2 or 3 feet away from the camera. And I just bumped some of the US Air Force. We'll just put them somewhere. And I have some children playing on the PC in the background. So none of these counters are clipped. Okay, well, we'll have to let it go. the Chinese, to be in supply, and the first thing we do in the land movement phase is we check supply. And we would normally, all of these Chinese would be out of supply. But because they're Chinese foot infantry, it means that they are always in movement supply and combat supply. So these are the ideal forces to bring in from China. We've got Afghanistan just over here, and this is Mongolia there, and this is the southeastern portion of Russia, more commonly known as Kazakhstan in today's world, or thereabout. If it's not Kazakhstan, maybe it's Uzbekistan, but it's one of those two areas. And there's a fair few Soviet units here. And the mission for the Chinese is to capture all the red bloc cities. If they do that and push the result, if they push the number of Soviet units down to less than 6 in this area, this map here across, all that, all the way to basically the Sea of Japan, then the Chinese can win. Now, of course, someone has already spoiled the game for me and told me that there's a dirty trick that they didn't really spoil it for me. I was asking questions, so I kind of brought it on myself. But the Japanese can invade the east coast of Russia and capture one city, and that will prevent the Chinese from winning. It's a three-way race. That's the way I'm playing this game, so we'll see what happens. The reason why I have these forces here is I think it would be easier to try and push this way and take that city and the next one down there, next two down there. And I can do a couple of things. I can capture a rail line and an urban center, and then be in supply with other units, i.e. mechanized units. I can have a supply net because rail and urban centers and a certain number of hexes from an urban center or a railhead will put me in supply. So I thought, let's try. I brought 20 divisions or thereabouts down, 4, 8, 12, 16 divisions down here. I thought we'd push in this way and see what we could do, and and then we'll move down to the other end of the map and we'll goof around with the Chinese down there. And many of the Chinese down that end of the map are not clipped, so we're going to ignore those guys. All right, so that's what's going on. That's what we're going to do, okay? Let's see. Shut up, Itinerant. I'm going to smack you, dude. All right. You guys are cracking me up. All right, so let's move. Now, I only have 2 movement points. See I guess it would help if I actually put the camera where are we? Here? Okay. So over here is our first stack. That's interesting. That looks, on the screen, that looks yellow, but these guys are actually orange. See, you can see yellow here and orange there. Okay, they only have 2 movement points. But as long as they stay a certain distance away, they can pick up an extra 2 movement points. It's called an extra 3 movement points as long as they do not enter a zone of control. It's called bonus movement. Rule 5.2, in case you're wondering. Supply unit that begins the land movement phase outside of an EZOC and does not enter an EZOC receives 3 bonus movement points. So net is I can move 5 movement points as long as I stay out of a ZOC, and I'm going to do that. So it's 3 to get to here, I believe. That's rough terrain. I'm going to check because we don't want to start out wrong. Because wrong is it's broken terrain, in fact, and that is going to be. That's only 1. Okay, that's 1 for infantry. So that's 1 to there. It's the broken that's 3. 1. You piece of crap already. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. And what I'm going to do is threaten surrounding this class 1 or category 1 division It's not actually a division, it's more like an army group. And we're going to threaten it with being isolated and surrounded, and we'll see what happens. So in here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I don't have to trace the line of supply back anywhere really either. These guys are just in supply. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look, it's a surge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we're going to have to clip those guys. I'm not going to be able to help myself, am I? All right, so that's the first Chinese move, the invasion of Kazakhstan or some bullshit like that. So let's wander down here, try not to get seasick. I'm going to jump into this squeaky chair, so bear with me. Okay. All right. I'm going to assume that you guys are talking amongst yourselves. And just concentrate on moving dudes. Now I think I have a plan for the Chinese here as well, except it's over on that piece of paper. Let me get it. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, let me just look at this here. The army group in Korea was going to hold. That'll be these. Let me just scoot back a little bit so you can see. This is Korea right here. Okay, Korean Peninsula. We're going to leave all those guys right where they are. Army groups 1, 2, and 3. You're going to move to 1826. 1826 is right up here. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to try and put the hurt on these dudes, but I'm going to move these guys, and they're going to go 1 to there. And then this army group here is going to go shit sticks. They all have 5 movement rates. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4 to here. And this guy is not a group that I want to use. Where's my other strong group? These are basically all the decent armor. All the decent armor of the Chinese army. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cost +1 to leave a zone of control. It does not cost extra to enter a zone of control. And then these guys are going to go 1, 2. That'll slow those dudes down. And oh, here's the other group here. Oh no, they're aircraft. Okay, and we're going to put the aircraft. I don't know exactly how the air war works, so I'm just going to put these air units. Zoom in here for you. So I've basically got the cream of the Chinese army is attacking in this way with the view that we want to cut this rail line here and then move this way to capture, to try and isolate some of the other Soviet units on the peninsula. They'll have to use these other cities, Vladivostok and stuff like that. There's Vladivostok here. They're going to have to use those cities as supply centers unless I, cut the lines to those cities as well. Okay, so now we've got 2, where's my tweezers? We've now got 2 army groups attacking here. I thought I had a third I was going to put in. One, I think what I was going to do is do this. I have to pay extra to move across the river, I think. Maybe it's not +1. Let me check. It is +1. Okay, so what was I intending? Yeah, I think we're just going to pile that crap in here. And these guys, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, here comes the air conditioner. If that makes hearing difficult, let me know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think these guys, we're just going to stay right here. These guys right here. I think that was it. Now, I think there's also another thing. There is a limit on the air that we can deploy into an attack. I'm going to have to check that before we resolve a combat there, but that's those guys. And I also want to use my bombers as well, and I forgot what I was going to do with them. I'm sure it was awesome. Something to do with interdiction. I think we're going to try and interdict this airfield, and this intersection here. This airfield's over here. Okay. All right. Jared, you're on a tear tonight. You're a funny bastard. You know what? I'm just going to leave that there. Is that helping? Is that better itinerary? I'm just going to leave that there. I'll resolve this combat and I'll let you know what happens. And if that's in the way or something, just let me know. Maybe I'll look at the camera and we'll see what's going on. Now, can you see that? I just moved a unit. Smart bastard. Okay. Oh, now I've gone and there we go. Now I've done it. I thought I'd actually locked the focus on something we didn't want to focus on. Okay. None of the rest of the Chinese are moving. All of this is all in a defensive mode. Everything is 4 divisions deep, high, I should say. And we're expecting a big push from the Soviets. The Soviets have set up such that they're not expecting any trouble from the Japanese forces here, or the US forces here for that matter, and they may be sorely mistaken in that regard. I already wrote plans up for each side so that I wouldn't second guess myself. Okay, so let me grab sequence of play and then we'll walk through a combat and see what happens, because I think that's the next phase. It's a big table. Gonna walk all the way around. All right, interception phase is the next thing we do, and that's where the Soviets will get to try and intercept these aircraft and or these bombers that went in. And I need to, actually before I do that, I need to put some fighter support, which I don't think I have any. The Chinese suck. The Chinese have nothing. In fact, I sent 3 fighters into that attack. What I'm going to do is send a bomber and a fighter, 2 bombers and a fighter to there, and 2 fighters, I guess, and then we'll just send these other fighters. Their range 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They can make it to here. They can go to here. Okay. Let me just check this interception business real quick. Do I have any in range? Yes, I do. I've got the Soviet fighters have a range of 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, they've made it. So these fighters can come in. Are there any other fighters in range? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These guys can come in and we'll check how this works. And I can't do anything about the interdiction that's going on here. Maybe I can. Here's a set of fighters here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Just makes it 11. There's 2 fighters with those. So we'll send 3 fighters in. And I need to check the limits on the fighters that can both go into an attack and air combat. Rule 11.3 in case you're wondering. Okay, phasing air is attacked by non-phasing air. The stack does not blah blah blah. The topmost unit of the stack must be attacked first, and we had fighters on top. That was lucky. And then second in a sequence, and we go through it, and then okay, I got this. Okay, and we make a ratio here So first guy is going to be attacked by, oh, I see. So these guys will attack, and then that will leave. Is what's going to happen. Let me come in close on this for you. Okay, you guys see that? So we got 16 versus 6. So that's going to be 2 to 1. We have a 2 to 1 attack, and then we just roll on the CRT. And I need a copy of the CRT, which I happen to have printed out here, just because that's the kind of guy I am. I'm going to find a die, something that will roll. I roll a 6. That's probably not good. Shit. Yeah, 6 is A1, which is obviously 1 step eliminated. So one of those guys dies. That's expensive. What happens to the other chap? You know what? Hang on, A1. No, it's a retreat. But something happens with air when it says that. I think that means that they bounce. That's right. They're going to bounce back to an airfield. So A1. I'm looking for numbered combat results. A1, attack or retreat. Yeah, so that means, yeah, both. So one guy does not go into the next round. I think that's what works here. Intercepts with 4 fighters, 1 8 attacks. Oh, okay, so here's what I've done. Yeah, that's it. That's the end of the combat. This guy basically won that combat. We got an A1. The units retreat. That's what happens. So now this attack would go through, but we'll do that in a second, and we'll scooch over to this interception here. So now I know how this works. I'm going to, gee whiz, I'll do 2 1-to-1s. And then the third one will go through on that. So where's that done? Okay, 1-to-1, 3, exchange, so both guys eat it. Next one, another 6, that's attacker eliminated. That time the guy dies. All right, so that's 2 dead units and 1 dead for the Chinese. And this guy goes through 8 to 3. That's 2.5 to 1. So 2 to 1. And that's not good. To roll a 5. A1, he retreats. He goes back to his base. There's an airfield here somewhere. There we go. So that means that this attack goes through with a ground attack value of 20, is my understanding. Okay, so we're going to do that interdiction in that hex with 20. I have no idea how that works. We're going to leave those units right there, and we'll work that out later because I forget and I don't want to look it up. But I do want to add my factors into this combat here. And now I have 20, 40 factors that are going to go into this attack on this hex here, on these untried units. So I'm going to put this right here. Pull the camera back so I can actually see what I'm doing. So we're right there right now. You notice that they're all untried units. Okay. Hey John, welcome to the gameplay, and hello Big Ragu. Can't see anybody else there right now. So now. Combat resolution, and combat resolution. No, this just goes straight to combat. That's hilarious. These rules are not terribly well written in some regards. Okay. I just want to make sure that you add, yes, you do in fact add the combat factors into the attack. Is that right? Enemy units, right. Phasing A units do not attack non-phasing A units. Got it. Got it. Air combat. Got it. Bear with me, guys. I was all set to go 4 days ago, and I didn't get to start. So Now I'm just refreshing real quickly. Yeah, you know what? These factors just go in. Okay, so let's do this. So I'm going to flip these guys over and see what we have. And now they stayed on their tried. Now they're tried. So there's a 2 and a 4 and a 3. That's 9 factors in the open. That's going to hurt. All right. Now I'm going to flip over these untried units, and there's a fighter in the base there. That would have been handy to use earlier on. 5, 9, 12 factors there, plus the cruise missiles. And I'll show you how they work in a second. That much I remember. And then we've got this attack here. More fighter bombers. Oh, they were actually back at an airfield somewhere back here. Where did they come from? They must have got caught up in stuff. I said 12, right? So there's another 6. That makes it 18. But they're coming across. They're not coming across a stream. That's got to be a stream there. There is a stream there. Okay. So 3, 6, and 5. So what I said, I'm sorry, 18, 23. Okay. 23 to what? 23 to 7 to 9. Okay. That's only going to be 2 to 1. But there's a stream. Let's see what the stream does. Well, it's not a stream, it's a river. Minor river. A minor river is going to give you all halved attacking. Excellent. So now that becomes a 1-to-1. So it's now a 1-to-1 attack, and now the Chinese are very nervous. I'm going to find a spot for my fighter bombers. But it's 1-to-1, but we haven't added in our bombing units here. And there's another 40 factors there. So yeah, that's 1-to-1. I said there's 40 factors. So 4 9s. Okay, so that's going to be 5-to-1, 6-to-1, 7-to-1 with the cruise missiles. You know what? I'm not going to use this cruise missile. I'm going to save it. So we're going to just call it 7-to-1, 5-to-1, 6-to-1. Sorry, 6-to-1. Here we go. 6-to-1 attack. I roll a 3. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Okay. Defender eliminated, just like that. That's pretty brutal. Does that feel right to you? Feels kind of right to me. Overpowered. We had these hovercraft units defending with a defensive 3 and a mechanized a category 2. Actually, a category 3 Soviet infantry division. That feels right. Okay, dead. Someone gets to advance after combat. We're going to do this. With the cruise missiles there. Now there's a die roll I've got to make for the cruise missiles. We'll do that later. I will remember that. I'll make a little note here. But these guys did the little attack. Bear with me while I do that. Cruise missile roll. And a D. Okay. Okay. That's that. That's that. These guys go back to base. I'm going to have to turn that air conditioner back on. I can actually send them back to this base, I believe. Okay. All right. Okay. That is those guys were in supply because they were on a rail line that ran back to an urban center back here. Let me zoom out for you. Back here, and so they're all good to go. These guys are good to go. Let's check what the sequence of play says to do next. He said, frantically flipping. Combat phase, reaction phase. The non-phasing player checks the reaction rating of his. Oh, that's right. This is where we do this. So now any unit that is within 5 hexes of an enemy unit and is mechanized is going to get to move. With the contemporary scenario, you have headquarters units, and depending on the headquarters unit rating, there's a chart that you can adjust the headquarters ratings, kind of rotate them around and move good commanders into certain armies and things like that. Depending on what that rating is, that tells you how many units you can move. But this game assumes, the 1998 scenario assumes that everyone has better communication and technology so they can all move. So all the mechanized dudes can move. And so I'm going to move this guy. I'm just going to check. Yes, I am going to do that. I'm going to move this guy. He's going to go 1, 2, is it half? Yes, half. 1, 2, to there. I wish I could get further, but I can't. Well, how about this? 1, 1, 2 to there. That's what we'll do. Okay. All right. Well, I can get a little bit of a head start over here then. These guys are within 5. You like the sound effects? That's my son playing some survival game. Everyone can move 1 hex, so we'll move 1 hex because this is going to be 3 movement points here. I'll move up to here. I see the Chinese should have tried to move into here. That's lucky for them. I'm going to actually not move back, and I'm going to move this dude up. He was here. He's going to go 1, 2, 3 to here. And block this unit from messing with my stuff. Let's get these dudes over to here. I'm going to weaken this a little bit and move 1, 2 this way. Oh, you can't see that. I just moved this guy over here. I really want to start positioning these dudes here to take charge, but I'm a little nervous about all these divisions. Okay, that's a reaction move down there. Let's do the reaction move down the other end of the table. Those Chinese guys down there. I'm going to turn the air back on since it's got all these halogen, whatever they are, the lights. Let's put a fan on. And once again, if that gets too noisy and you can't hear, just let me know. Okay, so I can move this guy. Yeah, that's too noisy for me. Okay. Patrick, that's correct. Okay, so now we get to move half. And I am not really that afraid of these units. I am not that afraid. Let me see. I just want to check one thing about movement here for these guys. Special rules for the scenarios is something. Let's just see what it can be here. Yeah, okay. I can move into a zone of control. That's what I want to check. So I'm going to push, I don't know, this guy. 1, 2, 3 to there. And these guys, their cruise missile unit, will stay in the city, but that moving to there, let's actually, you know what, let's do this. Let's put this unit here, and that will stop us from being surrounded. There is a concentric attack bonus. I'm going to quickly move. No, I can't. They're too far away. They're not mechanized. They're too far away. That's it. That's all I can move. Now, technically, no, that would be cheating. Okay, we can't do that. All right, let's see. That's it. Let's see what happens now. Reaction phase, mechanized movement phase, facing player, that's right now, determines which units are in supply and which are out of supply, and then we will move all those mech units up to half. So that's going to be this stack over here, the hapless Chinese army right here. Can move half its movement. Let's make sure they're all mech. I'm going to assume that cruise missiles are mech as well. It doesn't specifically say in the rules. One, two, I guess. Let's do this here. 2 to here. 1, 2 there. A little bit nervous about getting cut off, so I am going to move. Go this way. And don't ask me why I sent this stack of divisions over this way. I guess I had some plan, thinking I was trying to encircle. Nevertheless, so that, I think that's everybody. There's mech here, but we're going to leave all this. There's a bunch of mech units over here, but we're not going to touch any of that. So that's the end of the Chinese turn. Going to move this across to the US, and now it's the US turn. So let's do the US, since we're here over on this side of the board. Let's take a look at the US. Okay. The US have a small fighting force here. It has cruise missile units and some Marines and a couple of infantry guys and some bomber stuff. My theory on this game is that, and it's nothing earth-shattering. This map is a waste of time, and as the Soviets, I've elected to set everything up here, and everything is coming down onto this map. There are no VC condition locations on this map. There are Alaskan units over here. The Americans are going to move those Alaskan units, and they're going to send them over there. It's probably to Iran, because Iran is allied with the US in this game. And same with most of these. I will probably keep the air here and maybe the Marines, just so if I do want to do the dirty tricks and try and capture one Soviet city on this map, that would be awesome, and that then locks the Chinese out of a win, according to the cognoscenti who have played the game before and told me everything I need to friggin' know. So what I need to do is position units to be shipped, and we do that by using the handy dandy strategic movement chart thingy. So let's go to our strategic movement phase, and this is where we put guys into ports and whatnot to be shipped out. And so I'm just going to move this entire force, well, we'll call it strategic movement, but it's going there. I'm going to put the entire Alaskan force, all of it, yes, all of it. Hovercraft units are useless in this sort of rough and broken terrain. You cannot even use a road in rough or broken terrain. So I don't know why they're there. They're there so they can drive across the ocean and capture nothing. So all of these units are going to go into the Alaska transit box, and they can move to one location. And I'm going to move them, some to the Japan ports. I'm going to put 1, 2, 3 in the Japan ports just for insurance, and the rest are going to the Western USA. They do not get to land this turn, is my understanding. Land units may move one box per strategic movement phase by sea transport. Are there any limits to the number of units that can be moved? I don't believe so. And if there is, we can fix that later, so I'm not going to fuss about it. That's there. We can do the US later on. That stuff later on. Okay, so now let's move down to the main event. Let's grab the camera. I'm going to need some light over here, aren't I? Damn it, come on. There we go. Pencil. Okay. Let's check it out. Now I have no other strategic movement I wish to do. So now we're going to skip straight to the land movement phase for these guys as well. And I'm going to start over in here. So I think this might be interesting here. Because what I want to do as the allied player here is try and penetrate through either here or here somewhere where there's a rail line. Where is it? Here. That's actually a road, I think. Road, but I need to get to these blue lines, which are rail lines, and start cutting them so that I can isolate all that stuff. And we have to do less fighting. Okay, so here we go. In order to do that, we need to advance and we need to shoot some things. These guys are pretty weak, but we're going to take some chances here. 1, 2 to there. I'm just going to pile these guys in here. And these guys are going to actually, we can go to this hex here. And these dark thick lines are air zone markers. And these guys are going to go, what's that worth for terrain? 1. Okay, so basically 1, 2, 3, 4. And these chaps will block Murmansk on the left over here. And these fellas, will come down 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. Actually 5, because I'm not going to be in the zone of control. Where was I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get 2 more movement points. I can go to here. And these chaps will go here, attack into that hex. These guys will, there's no zone of control across these waters. I'm going to leave 1 unit here. 1, 2. There is a tiny sliver of land here, but I have enough movement points to go 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. I'm going to do that with these mechanized units. See how they're, can you see that? I'm sorry, I'm moving stuff and not paying attention to whether you can see or not, so my bad. See how they're different on this side? It's because they're for the contemporary scenario, and this is the 1998 scenario as imagined in 1978. So this is what they thought war would be like 20 years in the future. I do have a Marine unit all the way back here. This badass is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus 3, 1, 2, 3. Does road give me half? No, it doesn't. I know that. That can stay there. All right, that's that. So we're going to do a combat here. I need some tokens to mark where we're going to fight. So we're going to do this. I'm going to do this. Okay. Now, in 1998, there are no real countries per se. They're just European forces. I guess more generic and more integrated NATO-style approach to combat and combat forces. Not even any British in this, which is Very distressing. Now, I think I wrote down what I was going to do here because there were several choices and I thought they were all rather sexy. I was going to attack Kaliningrad and probably hex 2011 and 2013. Let's have a look at that. 2011, that's this guy. And 2013 is this guy. So I was probably going to do this. Two movement points to there. And if it's mechanized, it's going to be actually 2 plus 1 is 3 to there. So that's 3 to there. And this dude was going to go 4 to there. And this dude was going to go into here. So this guy's going to flip. And I'm committing the cruise missiles to this attack. This guy's going to flip. Ha! Well, that guy's toast. I think this game, is that it? What category is that? Category 3. Yeah, that's pretty weak. Okay, that makes sense. This guy's a category 3 as well. And he's a strength of 2 as well. I might actually be able to do, well, I can't do it now. I could have probably gone for 3 attacks here. Maybe could have taken that one. Although that's category 1, and that's going to hurt. But I do want to try and get, oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to try, you know what? Let's do this. This guy was going here. That's right. With this guy attacking Kaliningrad. Can you see that? Yes. And this dude was attacking there, and these two were attacking here. And then we're moving these chappies up defensively. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Now there's a very interesting rule for displacement here. So when you do retreats, you bump other units out of the way, which can get ugly, I think, if it all goes horribly wrong. Now, given how, well, I'm going to move this dude up, and this dude up, and that dude to there. And I've got my Canadians. This guy's in the open. Let's try and take him on. 1, 2 to there. This guy moves to here. And the US was going to just attack 1 or 2 hexes, I think. This hex here, can you see that? Yes. Wish there was a way that I could know if you were chatting amongst yourselves. Hey Kevin, good to see you. Cruise missiles are real simple, Patrick. I'll tell you in a sec. And there are no Afghans in this either. The Afghanis are out of the game in this. Okay, so cruise missiles are just a simple DRM, not a DRM, they're a column shift on the CRT, but you have to make a roll afterwards to see if they're available again. I think I have to check that, and I'm just going to make a note of where they're used, and we'll kind of go for it from there. Now, if I recall, these guys were going to go 2, 3 to here and be halved going across the river, and these guys, I was making 1 attack somewhere here with 2 stacks. Because we're going across the river, so I'm trying to blow up a big hole. So yeah, here we go. 1, that's 2, 3 to there. These guys are going to attack. Come on. You know, I've got a bag somewhere. Here they are. Instead of searching, we can just do it this way. My son has stopped playing, which means that someone probably hacked on him, or he has a problem, which I probably should check on in a minute, but we'll be fine. So there, the attacks are going to happen there. So let's keep going. Well, we're going to do air. But let's keep moving units down here now. And here's interesting. Here we've got Turkey and the US allied. And this is kind of tough terrain, and they're medium quality tier 2, category 2 units. But I do have some US forces here. I'm going to go probably just head on 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't get that 1, 2. Okay, we'll come from this hex then. That's probably better for everybody. And I'll send these guys in. 1, 2 to there. And these chaps will move up into defensive positions. 1, 2, 3. No, they won't. They will go 1, 2, 3 to there. No, they won't. Okay. These guys, 2 to there. Nope. Well, that kind of screws that, doesn't it? 2 plus 3. Is it plus 3? I can't read because there's sticky tape on it on top. 3. What did I say? They're not going to make it to there either. Okay, we'll just go to there. Sometimes I'm uncertain. The rest of the time I'm just unsure. Okay. 4. 1, 2, 3. Block you off. 1, 2 here. I'm going to put the air on there. And I'm going to push these guys up to here. Actually, put a 3rd unit there and shift 1. Okay, that's that. Now I also have, you know what, I have air. This will be better because these guys suck. In fact, they're all fighters. I'm sending these fighter bombers in from the US. And now over here, the white bar of light. 1, 2 to here. 1, 2 there. And you put a little cross on that guy there. A tile space on this dude. And this dude. You know what, it's pretty critical actually that I keep my supply in good shape here, so we're actually going to pull back 1 and pull back to there. I think that's a better move. There. Alright. Okay. And I'm going to load up on some air with this attack with 20... 30 factors, which seems, you know, a little over the top, right? We'll do fighter bombers that way. These guys will intercept, and they'll send their fighter bombers in here. And we'll see how that all works. Okay, let's do air over on this side of the map now. No, you're right, Big Ragu. There are Afghanis in the late 70s game, but in the 1998 scenario, there are non-Afghans. There are just Turks. Hey, good for you, Mike. Good to see you, man. All right, so let's put some air onto this bad boy right here. Fighter bombers. I don't want to lose those guys though, but they're all fighter bombers here. That's the new mode, isn't it? All right, so just 3 fighter bombers there. The Soviets will counteract that with 4 defense. I probably should allocate all at one time is what I should be doing here so that they can choose. they're going to send 3-4 fighters in there. And this big attack here, I'm sending 2 fighter bombers and 2 bombers into this attack over there. And okay, so this is where I would need to choose more carefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so they can make it. So they're sending 4 over this way, and these guys will send 3 this way. Ooh, there's fighters. Look, here we go. I got them. 3 fighters this way. I don't need to use my fighter bombers. Okay. All right, I think that gives you a feel for it. Hey, Kyle, man, how you doing? All right. Wow. Yeah, I didn't do air up in Sweden. We forgot to do the air in Sweden, which is important. Okie dokie, I don't know where to go. I wonder, what's not clear to me is if you can use your bombers in the interception phase and bomb the enemy. You can't do that. All you can do is intercept air that attacks you. That's my understanding. So, if I don't send air over here, they don't get to play, and none of those fighters can actually do any air-to-ground stuff. So they're kind of foobarred. All right, so let's resolve these 2 combats over here. Well, let's see what happens. Oh, you're funny. No, Kyle, we're not. We just started. Give me a minute. I'll be there. I promise. I am out of alcohol, though. Okay, let's do this attack first. Now, I need to check the sequencing of attacks. I think we just do these. Ooh, that's a 5. Do these one at a time. I think so. I think we're good. Okay, 5 factors. In an urban thing, I think that's going to double them. Does it? Nope, it shifts it 1. Nope, that's defender double. Oh boy. This was a mistake. We need air. 2, 4, 6, 8. Shit. Oh man, that's not good. Okay, that's not. We're only going to be 1-to-1 here. One. Let's see what this guy's going to be. That's 8 there, and this is 8 again, and that's in the woods. The woods, he said. The woods is nothing. Okay, so I got 8 and 8, 16 to 5, 3-to-1. Right, that's a bit better. 3-to-1. That's that guy. All right, let's see what this attack down here is. Now here we have air, so we're going to do the interception first. So in come the fighters. The fighters fight the top unit first, and we can choose, and I'm going to send, wow, defensive 8, huh? I'm going to send 2-to-1, and then I'm going, oh shit, all right, 1-to-1. On that guy, and we'll try and take a bomber on, which is still only going to be 1-to-1. Nasty. CRT. It's kind of weird with CRT just using the combat results table and not a special air results table. It's kind of lazy. Okay, 2-to-1. I roll a 3 on a 2-to-1 as an exchange. We both lose 1. So I'm just going to put these guys to the side for exchanges, and we'll work it out from there. There's no Third World War, winner flows through to the bombers or anything like that. This is 1-to-1, a 1-to-1. Roll the 2. What's that going to be? Another freaking exchange, okay. That guy's not getting attacked. And then the last one is a 1-to-1. 3 on a 1-to-1 is also an exchange. Wow, this is brutal. Oh, that's a bomber gone. You bastard. Okay, this bomber goes through. That guy goes back to base. I'm just going to pop him there for that shits and giggles. So now we do combat factors on this hex. And then we'll write down the odds and we'll I'm just going to calculate them all out and then we'll resolve them. 6, 12, 18, and I'm in some sort of forest, which has no effect on combat. So that what's 18. So there's 25. 25. And you're going to be a freaking math major. 7, 14, 21. That's 46 there. 46 there. 67 there. 67. To what did I say? 18? 67 to 18. All right. Now I'm going to get 2 shifts as well here. So that's going to be 30, 72. So that's going to be 3 to 1 plus the 2 shifts. So 5 to 1. That's 5 to 1 there. All right. This guy. 7. 14, 24. That's max odds. Is he in a city? No. So that, Which I think it's max odds. It's 24 to 2. Goes up to 10 to 1. So there you go, max odds. I'm going to put this on here to let me know it's max odds. Just do 10 here. And this guy, that's also going to be max odds right there. Okay, zoom out a little bit. I'll check comments in just a second. Bear with me if you're asking questions. If you're not, now let's do this air business here. I'm going to do the same thing here. I've got 2 units and I'm going to just put 2 on each, 2 fighters. So it's going to be a 2 to 1 and a 2 to 1. Or I could do a 3 to 1, 1 to 1. Let's see if that'll work. 3 to 1, 1 to 1. Let's resolve the 3 to 1 first. Roll a 6. For this poor old Soviets, that's a D1. All right, defender retreats. He goes back to an airbase somewhere. This guy, so they chased that dude off. Now we're doing a soak off 1 to 1. And another 6, that's an AE, attacker eliminated. Well, that didn't work out so great, did it? That attack goes through there. This guy goes back to a base, we'll put him there. Now, here, we have a category 3 division with a defense of 2. Where was he? Shit. Here. No woods benefit, 7, 14, 21, 28. Okay, the max odds. So that was a waste of time putting air on that. Okay. Pen. 10. Now, here we've got air. I'm sorry about the air conditioner, but it's quite warm down here. And here, I've only got 3 units. I'm going to try. Oh, they're all fighter bombers. Well, let's just go 3 1-to-1s and hope for the best. No, let's do it. Shit. Let's do 3 1-to-1s. Okay. First guy. You know what? Let's throw 3 dice at once. Red, white, yellow. Okay, 1 to 1. I rolled a 2. That's an exchange. Okay, and the 1 on a 1 to 1 is a D1. So he goes home somewhere. Bueller. And the last one. What's going on? Last one was 2 to 1. 4. D1. He goes home. All right. So that was actually pretty good. Something tells me there's not going to be a whole lot of air left at the end of this game. Did I just do that right? I don't freaking know. Distracted. Okay. It had to be right because it was a 1. All right, now we're going to do this attack here across the river where we're halved. Oh, defensive 5 and 9. Are you shitting me? That's 14. Eesh. Okay, we've got 2 cruise missiles. That's nice. Now, I think all these guys are 8s. Yep. Yep. Okay, so that's 32. Net 32. 8, 16, 24, 32, yep. 32 to what? 14. 2 to 1. Plus the 2 cruise missiles is 4 to 1. Nowhere. All right, I'm going to resolve this. I've got, well, let's just do the rest of these. Let's get this interception out of the way. Let's go over here. I'm going to check comments with you real quickly. Oh, so Patrick, I'll tell you about that in a sec. Hey, Ian, how you doing, man? Yeah, that is Finland, Mike. But it's the combined Swedish Pact or the Nordic Pact or whatever. It's called the something XK something or other formation. Whatever. It's a bunch. It's the Finns, the Swedes, and the Norwegians. And I need to get something to drink if I'm going to keep doing this. Like, there we go. Yeah. Oh, where are the interceptors? Are there none? We've got to send the interceptors. 3. 8, 16, 24 to 16. Let's do 2 to 1 or 1 to 1. Let's do it. 2 to 1 will be the red die, and the yellow die will be the 1 to 1. 4 and a 3. 4 and a 3. What did I say? 2 to 1? 4 is a D1, so he pops back somewhere. He bounces. These guys go back to their base. You're supposed to do this at the end of the turn, but we're doing it now. I don't know why. I'll read the rules again later. And a 1 to 1 on a 3 is, God bless it, the freaking exchange. So that's more dead units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units each dead so far, you know, on these 2 fronts. Let's do the interceptions over here. None on that guy, but some here. There are 3 versus 2 units. So that will be, the way the soak-off works, as long as you've got, whoops, sorry about that. As long as you've got 1 to 1 on the top unit, which was the fighter bomber, then you can push other units through, as I am now recalling. I knew I read these rules once. So that's going to be 1 to 1 on the fighters, and then 2 to 1, actually that's 16, that's going to be 3 to 1 on the bombers. Let's do the bombers, yellow die, 4, and 1 on the 1 to 1, which is a great result. That's a bounce for them. They go back somewhere. There's a base back here somewhere. Should have put 2 bombers in there. And what did I say this was? A 4 on a what? 8, 16, 24. Oh, it's 24. It's 4 to 1. Shoot, with a 4 exchange. Wow. Okay. You know what? I'm just doing unit for unit, but I think it's equivalent combat factors. I'm sure that's right. Okay. Now this guy's going to get his ass kicked, and so is that guy. All right. 2, 3, 6, 9 plus 20. No. Yes. Plus 20. That's going to be 10 to 1 plus. We're going to pop a hole there. That's 10 to 1. And this guy, that's going to be 10 to 1 as well. I don't even need to count that up. Because that's 3 in the open. But this is halved. Shit. 3, 6, 9, 12. So that's 6, 12, 18, 24 to 3. Yes. 10 to 1. Well, it's not 10 to 1. 8 to 1. Yeah, okay. Let's resolve these in reverse order, just for shits and giggles. No nukes in 1998, and I was almost about to say, you know what, the hell with it. I'm going to keep the nukes in it, and I'm going to use them. The argument for the no nukes is that laser-guided technology reduced the effectiveness of nuclear combat to the point that none of them would land or blow up or whatever the case may be. So they don't have them. They also changed the combat values very significantly of the air power, and in fact all the military units. If you notice, all the US units are generic as well. You know, it's kind of a standardized army. There's no big, the 3rd Mechanized Division's not a 14-9-6 or whatever. Everyone is 865 or 775, and that's it. So you're missing the big bang, the big red one and all the other stuff. I gotta take this wing off. It's killing me. Okay, here we go. Let's resolve these bad boys. First attack. Here, comrades. Let's finish this. Okay, that was 8 to 1. Here we go. 4. It's a DE, defender eliminated, no big deal there. I'm just going to put the dude in the stack. 10 to 1 there. A 1, that's going to be a DE. I'm going to check the advance after combat rules. I think it's only into the hex with mech, etc., etc. So now let's swing by here. Did I do the factors over here? I didn't. Shit. Loser. I'm thinking this is going to be max odds. Yeah. He's 3. So it becomes 6. I have 1 to 1, 2 to 1, 8, 16, 24, 23, shit, 20, what did I say that was, 23, 33, 35, to 6, that's 5 to 1, 6 to 1, 6 to 1, the cruise missiles, 6 to 1. I really want to roll this die first. If I do anything with a 1, not 6 to 1, it's going to be dead. Okay, you guys have to hang out for 1 second because I need to grab a camera. I need to take a couple of quick happy snaps to memorialize the occasion. Got to do the situation here. Okay. What did I say? That was a DE there, right? So that's 3 dead divisions. Now we have here, we have a 4 to 1 attack. This will be interesting. This will be interesting. Here we go, 4 to 1. Can't roll it right there so you can see it. Roll a 1. Well, that's going to be good no matter what. Yeah, defender eliminated. Wow, just like that, huh? Category 1 divisions, boom. That was a little too easy, wasn't it? Where did I put the dead guys? Here they are. No? Where are the dead guys? What did I... Okay, I'll put them to one side, over here. That's okay, I'll find them in a second. They're probably staring me right in the face. Okay, 4 to 1, 10 to 1 here. Well, 10 to 1, it's an automatic, so we don't even need to roll. That's this attack here, so that's done. That guy goes in the stack. Yeah, I'm getting confused here with all these units. I'm going to put them in Germany so I know that they're... I missed another attack here. That's 8. This guy's a 5. That's 2.5. 7.5 to 2. It's 3.5 to 1. 3.5 to 1. 3 to 1. 2 on a 3 to 1 is an exchange. I've got to lose 2 equivalent 2 factors. That guy dies. That guy dies. He can advance if he wants. Okay. Where did that? Now I'm. Here it is. Found it. There they are. Dead guys. Okay. 10 to 1 here. So he just automatically dies. Why do they just have? It's all DE on the 10 to 1 plus column. So that's going to be that stack as well. It just goes. And then 5 to 1 here. Let's do 5 to 1. Roll a 4. That may not be awesome. A 4 is a D3. No, a 4. Son of a bitch. What did I say? 5 to 1. An exchange. Wow. Okay. This is going to be expensive. 6, 12, 18. Is that right? No. You know what it is? It's these numbers. See these 2s? I've got to lose equivalent number of steps. So there's 5. I've got to lose 5 steps out of mine. There's 4, 6. Let's get rid of that guy because I hate the look of that counter. Okay, so that was expensive. Wow, just boom. Thanks for playing 3 divisions or brigades or whatever it may be. Look at the freaking dead pile. This is insane. Okay, 1 to 1. That's going to be fun. You better not roll a 6. Attacker. Wow. Attacker eliminated. That's some serious bullshit, dogs. That's fuck. Oh my god. 3 to 1. D1. Alright. He retreats 1. Actually, he'll retreat to here. And these guys will advance into the hex. Not that they want to, because they need to retreat back to Finland, my Finland. Reminiscent of 1939. All right. Let's have a look at the map and see what happened. And that's not done yet. We've got the mechanized move to come. And the reaction move. So that's kind of the situation. Kind of blowing some holes in things over there. Mediocre results there. We killed a bunch of dudes, but nothing dramatic. There's still a secondary line. And yeah, well, there's Chinese, right? Whatever. So bear with me for another moment here while I need to memorialize a couple of things down this end of the table for my, I'm actually trying to write a little narrative story as well. Because stories are fun. All right. Gonna check comments real quick with you. Ian, take it easy, man. Oh, yeah, who wrote that? Yeah, I don't know if you're still here, Ian, but the cruise missiles, you got to roll for reuse, and we'll do that later on. Okay, so now it's the reaction phase. Non-facing player can move all their mechanized units half their movement rate. But now I wonder, can we attack though? Can I attack? That's the question I have. Yeah. See, when I think of reaction movement, I think of being able to react to the move of the enemy and reinforce the attacks that might be happening. But instead we get to do this. So this air goes back to the base. We get to do this. I get to spread these guys out here. 1, 2, 3. And this guy will go 2, 3. This guy will go 1 to there. Throw himself into the jaws. Oh, he's gonna. Oh wait, I get to advance up to combat first. This guy's go back to a base. I might actually threaten down here. I got nothing to lose. Two, three. Okay. And here, we're going to do advance after combat. I'm not terribly excited. I think I'll move this guy into here. Now, is it units? Can I be in a zone of control and move? There's a special rule for the scenario. Let me just check it. It says all enemy units, all mechanized units within 5 hexes of an enemy unit may be used in reaction phase. It does not disqualify them because they are anything in adjacent or whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. These guys will stay here in the city. Good luck knocking them out. They'll go to there. And I will push this reserve army that I have waiting just for this occasion. 1, 2, 3 to there. You know what? Half is 2.5. So I need to back up 1. 2. All right, now here, these guys will advance in. These guys will advance in. This guy goes back to the base. I think these guys will move to here. These guys will move 2 to there. And these guys will move to here into a city. Shoot. Okay. Yeah, here we blew quite the hole, actually. But with this reaction move, I can go 2 to there, 1 to here. That'll cost you 1 to slow you down, and 1 back to there. These guys can't move because they're air. These guys get to advance. And I'm just going to send half of them in. The other half behind. That air goes back to a base. That exchange there was pretty expensive. I'm moving these guys here. Okay. That attack was just bullshit. Look at that. Talk about leaving holes. All right. That's all of these chaps that are within 5 hexes. Oh, you know what? I made a mistake. I can't move these guys up here. They're not within 5 hexes. Same with these. They can't move. Okay. All right. Did someone call that out? None of you guys even call that out. Are you not paying attention? All right. Okay. Who designed a cruise missile? Wow. That's pretty brutal. Let's have a look at this turn. Besides the anomalous, uninformed attack that cost me, let's call those guys brigades, it was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 for 4. 11 for 4, but when we flip these guys over, we will see, well, they're tier 1s. These are all category 3s. I'll show you. Just hang on a second. Let's look at these from a category perspective. 3, 3, 3. These are all Cat 3s. We lost 2 Cat 1 divisions. The Soviets also lost, wow, okay, well look, 5 Cat 1 divisions. And the Europeans lost 3 armored, and the US lost nothing of note. Some air, a lot of air, 1-for-1 air losses. So pretty interesting. Okay, it's now that we would do checks. We check supply. We don't check supply. I think I now get my exploit movement. Question is, do I have to be out of a zone of control? In supply and out of supply moves all the mech units which have MP half, yada 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 yada. Okay, here we go. So if you're in supply, you move half. You're out of supply, you move a quarter. Half. I think that the Soviets will try and counterattack this turn, because that's who they are. And I am going to do this. You can't see what I'm doing. I'm over here. I'm going to push these guys up to here. These guys 1. That'll be 3 to there, so I can't get there. I'll do this 1, 2. Oh yeah, I use the cruise missiles so they go on top. Now I've got to remember to roll for and do whatever it is I need to do for these cruise missiles. I also have some paratroopers and stuff that I did not use this turn, but I'm saving them for the time being because I'm not sure what I want to do with them. Okay, mechanized 1 to here. Actually, that's going to be 2. That's 2. That's as far as they go. True to there. These guys are going to go 2 to there. These guys will go 2 to here. What I'm trying to do is weasel my way around to get to this area here if I can. I can't move any of that stuff. I might leave 1 back as a defensive ploy. That guy goes there. These go to here. Okay. I lost all the mech up there. Let's see. Exploit movement over here. Mechanized. One, 2 to there, but that's overstacking. So we'll just send these guys to 3. And this dude will go to there. No, we want to go 1, 2. This guy will go to here. And these armored units, realizing the danger, go 1 to here, 1 to here. And these guys go 1, 2 to there. These dudes go 3 to there. You know, over here, I feel like I kind of screwed myself already. I realize that I'm in danger from getting in. And these guys are out of supply. These guys are going to be out of supply. Fuck. That's hilarious. So none of those guys can move. They can only move a quarter. They have to go back 1. Wow. Okay, that's bad. The whole point, Kevin, was to keep that hex secured and no zones of control. This is my main supply road for the Allies. Okay, it's now the Soviets' turn, and room harmony. Not sure what you're talking about there, but the 5 hexes, you're correct. There is a 5 hex range that is applied, but here it doesn't matter because the railroad is cut, or the road is cut. So these guys can only move a quarter, not a half. And I think we moved everybody back. I think these guys actually have to go back as well. Let's just do this. Let's put them all back where they were. They were all here. So they can go a quarter, which is going to be 1. And these guys can go 1 as well. Well, they're screwed. So they just shot themselves in the foot. All right. Okay. I think I'm going to stop here because it's an hour and 30 minutes and you guys have to be out of your freaking minds. And I need to get another beverage, and I'll probably play the Soviet turn solo and take a few pictures and stuff, and then I will see you guys next time. I will be making an announcement about a magazine game giveaway from Counterfact, so pay attention to that. Let your friends know. You're going to have to watch Objective Moscow being played to be in the chance to win it. I shall talk to you anon. Adios.